What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Family Fish Co. Today we're going to be moving around our black arowana into our 140. Then we'll also go ahead and take a look around. I'll show you some of our fry and some of the stuff we have going on today. Yeah, stick around and we'll get to it. Well, yeah, down here in this tank we have our black arowana, and we actually have some of our pisto cockatoid super reds down here growing out also. I've had them down here just to grow out a little bit till I can get them in my bigger tank. So basically, I'm going to be taking him, I'm going to be removing him, taking him to the 140. He should be big enough to do okay in there now. Then, I'll show you a couple of other things that are going on. With this pair of pistos, Agagizii, we've actually had a lot of breeding from. Over here is all babies that we've gotten from them in the last couple months. We've been growing out. These guys are about ready to get moved down to the 40 gallon because as of right now I'm doing everyday water changes because of the amount of fish in this tank. Then our newer fry that I just pulled out yesterday, we have down here in this tank. This also is the same kind of a pistogramma. Pretty sought after fish, so I'm pretty happy with the breeding I'm getting out of them right now. Then up here we have a pair of our pisto cockatoides. These are actually from our first batch of babies we bred. This is two that we picked out to try to get breeding. We've had a little bit of breeding out of them so far. They're still learning how to be parents, so it hasn't been perfect, but they're doing good. Just a little. I expect to have some breeding coming out of them very shortly. Over here, we have our mystery snail tank. So we're breeding up some of our mystery snails just because we have an open tank over here right now. So figured might as well keep it cycled and get some snails at the deal. But pretty soon this will be turned into a breeding tank also. And I'll take you into the other room and show you a couple other things before we go ahead and move this fish. Alright guys, so directly behind me is the 140 where we're going to be relocating our black arowana to. I'll show you some of the occupants we have right now. I actually just did a water change on this about half an hour ago, so it's a little bit cloudy. Normally this tank stays pretty crystal clear. So right here we have our big year-old Oscar. He's probably the king of the tank right there, I would say. Then we have this really big flag tail over here. The Oscar's trying to block from the video. Down here towards the bottom we have a fancy blue phantom pleco who's about 10 inches. He's really big for his size, actually. For them, they don't normally get that big. Over here we actually have a pair of Severns who are going to be getting moved out of here shortly to go ahead and get some breeding out of. But they're a pair. They weren't meant to be a pair, they were just meant to be pets, but they were. So, and also kind of hard to see, but down here we have a frontosa who I'm having a hard time getting on camera right now. Whenever he comes out later on, I can probably get a better view and add him in, and plus when the tank clears up a little bit. But this tank is also going to be getting upgraded to a 240 within the next year, which is why we're comfortable with all these fish in this tank. In long-term basis, the fish that are in here right now would probably be all right, but once you put that black African arowana in here, it's not going to work out. So he's going to get too big for this tank. Oh, I can show you my other pistogramma breeding tank and the other pistos I'm working on in here. So over here, let's start over here since these guys are hiding. Over here we have our pistogramma McMaster eye pair. Gold form, who I'm really working on and try to get breeding because these are awesome, gorgeous fish that are pretty hard to come by. Right now, they've been paired off for a while. I had them in their own tank, but I've seen them lay eggs a couple times, but she would come out, spin them out. So they're paired, but I haven't been able to get a successful spawn out of them yet. I'm trying to put them in with the community over here which I have a bunch of little chili raspberries in here, probably about 20 of them. And I got about 6 corridors in here, orange laser cories. I'm wondering if maybe them being around other fish might make them want to breed more. So in the very near future, I would say probably 2 or 3 days from now, we'll be moving them over back into this tank over here, where currently we have a pair of Apistogramma cockatoides that I just put in here, who I'm not going to leave here. I think I'm going to end up moving these guys to the garage into their own tank. But, yep. But that's basically the update. Now we can go ahead and get that fish moved. Alright guys, so here we are, getting ready to go ahead and try to get this arowana out. I'm going to try to do it on camera for you guys so you can see it. But, I might have to end up setting you guys down because arowana are kind of tricky to move. But I'll go ahead and give it a shot. I really don't want to spook this guy too much to have him jump or have him jumping out the net. So let's see how good we can do this. I don't know how well you can see him. He's back there. And like I said, this is just a grow tank. This is not any type of show tank, which is why it looks the way it does. This was not meant to look good. Let's see if we can get him to... Oh, no. Got him. Okay. So that ended up working out pretty good, actually. So there he is. I'm going to try to go ahead and get him moved as quickly as possible so he doesn't jump out of this net here. There goes my little daughter Harper. You say hi.
Can I show the hamster?
I'll show the hamster. That's her little hamster down there. Is currently living in a fish tank. There goes our purdy black arowana. We'll be moving to his tank. Let's try to get him moved as quick as possible. And once I have him in and his tank clears back up, we will actually come back and I'll update you how he's doing. What's the tank say?
He's not coming in my car.
There he goes. So I have to see how this works. I have to really watch the tank for aggression to see how this goes. Any signs of aggression, I'm going to go ahead and pull him out of here because he is a very expensive fish. I do not want to get hurt by any of the fish in this tank, but let's go ahead and see how it goes. I'll be back in a little while to update you. Okay guys, we're back. It's been about 24 hours since we added this black arowana. We're going to go ahead and check him out and see how he's doing. Alrighty. Oh. There he goes right there. He has no bites on him. I did notice upon adding him yesterday that some of the fish did start following him around. I kept an eye on it. None of them nipped at him or anything like that. He has no nips on his tail or his fins, which is still kind of hard to see because my water still hasn't cleared up to where I would like it to be. But I'm going to get up in the filter tomorrow and I think that might go ahead and fix that. But yeah, so everything went good with that. All the other fish seem to be doing okay. These 2 Severns, I'm going to be moving out of here within the next week, like I said, because they're a breeding pair and they're actually taking over this whole part of the tank, which is a problem, so we're going to get them out. And yeah, other than that, everything seems to be going good. The arowana seems to be doing great. Doesn't seem to be being bothered by anybody. So other than the little bit of cloudiness we have going on in this tank right now, everything seems to be going good. See, you go there. The Severn just went after him where he chased him a little bit. But like I said, he hasn't nipped at him. He's just trying to keep him clear from the side of the tank because like I said, they took it over and they will be getting moved. But basically, that's all for this video. We will be making another video basically explaining what all we're doing here at Family Fish Co. We're starting up a business where we're going to be breeding fish and selling fish, which is just getting off the ground. We're still setting up racks in the garage and all that. We'll bring you along for the process. And until next time, be safe, guys.